Sound off in the beginning, we ain't losing, we back to winning. Hometown love, been repping from the start. Nothing but niners, red and gold in my heart. And we sound off in the beginning, we ain't losing, we back to winning. Hometown love, been repping from the start. Nothing but niners, red and gold in my heart. And we.
What's going on, faithfuls? This is your boy Mike and Nick. We are back, Nothing But Niners crew, here to bring you guys a very, very, very special guest today. Nick, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm super pumped to have our guest on today, man. It's definitely going to be a pleasure, definitely an honor. Man, thanks for joining us, George. I really, really appreciate it, man.
Yeah. So you guys right now, if you go to www.49ers.com, the very first thing you will see, the front page story, is the man that is our guest today, the man of the hour. Ladies and gentlemen, George Kittle. How you doing, George?
Doing excellent, guys. Thanks for having me on.
No, thank you for joining us. We really, really appreciate it, man. And we don't want to take up a lot of your time, but it's the break. You're on some vacation, man. I know that you're heavy into wrestling. It's what the headline is here. What's going on? What are you doing while you're back at home right now?
Working out a bunch every day at the University of Iowa with my old team. Getting some work in there. Then I'm starting our pro playbook because I'm still behind. Getting as much in as I possibly can, and a little bit of golf here and there, and a lot of WWE.
There you go. There you go. All right, don't hurt nobody out there, my man. All right, so I guess we'll go ahead and jump into these questions. You said that you're working out and everything.
Yep.
I know that when you first went into college, you started out as a wide receiver. You had to bulk up to become the tight end later on. So first, let's ask about that transition from college, from high school to college, and what you went through just to get your weight up to be a tight end.
I mean, I graduated high school like at 180 pounds, so getting to 250 was a challenge. Something I had to work at every single day. Thankfully I had the resources and the coaches that helped me do it at Iowa with Coach Doyle, my strength coach. It was really hard for me, actually. I spent like my first 2.5 years there, like basically stuck about 225. And that's not really heavy enough to compete in the Big Ten as a tight end. So, I said to really focus on everything I put in my body, eat more calories. So that's what I really focused on. And I also, just was growing into my body. So it all worked out in the end for me, just a lot of hard work, and I really just focused on everything that I was doing.
Awesome, man. That's great, man. So what I want to know is, now you said that you're out, you're working out, and you're studying your playbook really hard. Is there something, so you go in a rookie camp, and you're out there at OTAs. Now you got a break. You know what it's like a little bit. Are you working on something now to change your body in any way now that you're actually there and on the roster, and you kind of know what they're going to be asking of you?
No. I don't know. You can always improve your body fat, stuff like that. I think I'm in pretty good shape, so I'm just going to keep doing everything I can. The strength staff at the 49ers, gave us 40 workouts they want us to do while we're gone. So I'm going to do everything I can, just be as prepared as I possibly can be heading into camp. So hopefully I can be a step ahead when it comes to the playbook, plays, everything like that. So that's just one thing I'm really focused on.
Yeah, awesome. So, George, one other thing I wanted to ask you. I know you spent a lot of time between the hotel and the facility, but have you had a chance to get out and explore the Bay at all yet?
I got made it to San Francisco twice. I went to a Giants game, which is really fun. Sat in the bleachers. And then we went up there just for dinner and explore the downtown area. But you could probably put me down there and I have no idea what's going on. So I need a car and be able to explore because I'm pretty clueless up there.
Yeah, it's a big change. Definitely probably a big change from where you're coming from.
It's a lot different, yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of good restaurants and stuff down there as well. So, I'm sure you'll get familiar with the area, and a lot of the teammates will probably help you out as well. But, yeah, man, I'm super stoked about that, and I'm glad to have you in the Bay Area, man.
Yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to being able to explore it. It's a beautiful place, and, got a lot of people in it. Looking forward to all of it. All
right. That is awesome, man. So I wanted to ask you about, I know you're out there, you're bonding with some of the players and things like that. I want to know what other players, whether it's players or it's coaches, like after a play is done, you're out there and you're doing your thing, who's pulling you to the side and say, hey, that was awesome, try this next time, or you know what I mean, you could do this, you could do that. I want to know about like the peer-to-peer mediation. Who's working with you, and whether it be in the tight end room or just on the team overall.
Let's see. I mean, what's really awesome is the tight end room is pretty tight. I've just since day one I've been able to talk to all the guys in the room, and they've all got their own advice, their own tips, stuff like that. It's really having like Logan Paulson there, who's been in the league. I think he's going on his 8th season. And he's been a part of this offense once before, so like he kind of knows the ins and outs of it. So, I ask him as many questions as I possibly can. I'm just trying to be a sponge and soak up as much information as possible. Hoyer's been really helpful as well. He's really specific about what he wants in the routes and stuff like that. And so just seeing what what the quarterback wants, that's really helpful as well. And then just guys, rookies like Trent Taylor, and Cole Hicatini, CJ Beathard, we all get together, we go over our plays and stuff like that. So it's just nice to have guys like that that want to learn like I did.
Right.
Are you still rooming with Cole Hicatini?
Yeah, we were at the hotel together. So I'm assuming that we'll be roommates again when we get back.
Nice. Didn't mean to cut you off, Nick. Sorry. Go ahead, man.
No, that's okay. I was just going to ask, what has been your hardest transition from college to the NFL now? Is it playbook, verbiage, things like that? It's all different. I mean, I know it's all football when it's all said and done, but verbiage is different. Offenses are semi the same, but verbiage is different. So what's been the hardest transition for you from college to the NFL right as we speak now?
Honestly, the hardest thing for me is like learning how to practice without pads on, because we didn't do it too much at Iowa.
Wow.
It's like we just went what was it, like 11 practices with no pads on, which is something I've never done in my entire career. So that's just way different because you gotta, you're still hitting each other and all that stuff. But you gotta be smart and careful with it because you don't want to hurt anybody, you don't want to hurt yourself. But I think that's just something you learn after doing it for so long. And I'd say other than that, the playbook's coming along pretty well. It was really similar to what we had in college in Iowa. The verbiage is pretty similar. Like words mean different things, but I can compare, contrast other things. So that's actually made learning it pretty easy, which I'm thankful for. But I'd say those are two of the more difficult things I've been going through.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I know that's kind of new to the NFL. Like they lowered the amount of padded practice and stuff like that. So I think a lot of people are getting used to that, man. Do you think that's
it's
disadvantage?
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
All right. Now, Brian Hoyer said he was going to contact your former coaches and say that they were using you wrong. When you heard those comments, man, that's a glowing compliment from a starting NFL quarterback now. How do you feel about that when you hear something like that?
It's awesome, coming from Hoyer, who's been in the NFL. I'll take a compliment whenever I can get one. But I'm just taking advantage of the opportunities that they're giving me here. It's the same thing I did at Iowa. I did whatever they asked me to do, and so maybe maybe it comes a little bit quicker here. A lot more passing plays, more opportunities. So I'm just trying to work with whatever I get, and it's gone pretty well so far.
Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome news. Yeah, it's great to get that compliment from an NFL quarterback. And Hoyer's new with us over here, obviously, that, but a lot of fans are excited about that as well. And just this Kyle Shanahan type offense with the play action and ability to run and utilize the tight ends as well as a fullback again. So we're really, really super pumped to have that. Is there any specific route or play design that you've had in your career that you enjoy running? Like, oh man, this is called in the huddle. This is my route. This is what I love to do. Anything like that you feel more comfortable at than others?
Let's see. I always love running it's a branch route. It's like an 8 to 10 yard out route because there's a lot of wiggle room with, your depth and how you can run it. That's really fun, especially when you're in a man situation with a linebacker. But other than that, it's I really love running option routes where you could attack a guy, you could choose to go in, out, or stay, just hitch it up. Those are really fun to run. I just having a little freedom, So I just don't like running a route that's drawn on paper. So when you get a little freedom to do what you want, work with it, it's a lot more fun. You get to be really creative as a route runner. And that's just that's what brings a lot of excitement to the game for me, especially in practice, because you get to run these, against NFL guys, and it's just I really enjoy having a little flexibility in my routes.
Oh yeah, that's important too, man. I mean, as long as you and the QB can get on the same page, it's a beautiful thing to see, and this makes it hard for the opponents to prepare for as well. With the compliment from Hoyer and you having your preference in routes, what do you think your most underutilized skill set may have been while you were in Iowa?
I mean, like I said, we're a run-heavy team in Iowa. We're running an inside-outside zone actually all day, and it doesn't matter what defense you're putting up. We're gonna run an inside-outside zone down your throat with a little bit of play action off the top of it. What was really difficult for me at Iowa, I was banged up my senior season, so stats might not have represented my ability as a pass catcher, route runner, but they stuck with me. They let me run routes and stuff. I couldn't hardly run. But I'm just excited to be able to be healthy, be able to run, and I feel like that just being able to run routes healthy will just stand out, and hopefully you guys get to see that soon.
I hope so too, man. So there's this natural pressure when you transition from college to the pros. The preparing from the combine is one thing. Then you get drafted, right? You crush it at the combine. Hoyer compliments you, and immediately you and Cole become like the fan favorites in the tight end room. I mean, the fans are clamoring for you guys. Do you feel any added pressure? Do you guys see those? Are you guys paying attention to Twitter and social media where the fans are like, these are those two guys right there? Like the fans are going crazy for you right now.
I mean, honestly, the most I see is if there's an article that ever comes out, my mom sends it to me because my mom loves reading about it. But, there's not really a lot of added pressure because, one, I haven't done anything yet. I had a good OTAs mini camp, but I've yet to step on an NFL football field against another NFL team. So, hopefully that's just really what I'm waiting for the time to come. I want to be as prepared as I possibly can be, and then I want to succeed and grab the opportunity, and just do as well as I possibly can do on the field this season.
Yeah, that's awesome. What was it like when you got that call? I mean, it's a dream come true. So, what were the emotions? Were they mixed emotions, like excited, nervousness? What was it like?
Little like everything. I don't know how to describe it. Like it was just a rush of a bunch of emotions. It was like a thrill. Seeing my phone ring because it was the first time my phone rang in 3 days. And I was like, wow, finally. It was really funny because it was the start of the day 3, and my position coach from Iowa called me. He's like, yeah, I should have told you, the draft day's awful. He's like, it's the worst experience ever unless you get called in the first round. It's like, it's just so much waiting and anxiety. But being able to get that call, talking to Mr. Lynch and Coach Shanahan, it was incredible. Just, you really say it's a dream come true. It's something I've been thinking about since I was a little kid. So just the fact that it, came to reality, it's just an amazing moment, and I'm just happy that it happened.
Nice. And for the people who are watching and joining us live, again, guys, we are talking with George Kittle, 5th-round pick, rookie tight end, going to be a star in the NFL. We can feel it. It's in his blood, man. It's literally in your blood, and that's what I want to talk about. You have a lot of family who are athletes, man. I mean, break it down for us. I don't even want to do you guys any disservice or any injustice by getting it wrong. I know you have sisters, you have your father, brothers, cousins. Like, what's going on?
Oh, let's see. My dad played at Iowa, and he wrestled at Iowa too. He was left tackle, heavyweight. My mom was she's in the Iowa High School Hall of Fame for softball and basketball. She played at the University of Drake, which is in Des Moines. My sister played volleyball at Iowa and Oklahoma. I had 2 cousins. One cousin played baseball and was at college in Wisconsin. Another cousin played basketball in Des Moines. My cousin Henry's tight end for the Broncos. He's in his 2nd season.
How do you say his last name? Is it Krieger Coble?
Krieger Coble.
I knew I was going to butcher it, man.
I don't know anybody that's ever gotten that right on the first try. Like my technically cousins, my last name's Krieger Kittle, but I just go with Kittle because no one can pronounce it or spell it right. So I just kind of push it to the side. But let's see. And then I got a cousin who had the home run record at Iowa for baseball for like 10 years. And then another cousin, Jeff Settles, played basketball at Iowa. And I'm probably forgetting a bunch, but those are the top ones that come to my head.
That's a good athletic family, man. That's a beautiful thing to see. I like that. That.
And my grandpa was drafted in he was in the NFL draft back in like the 30s or 40s.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the Chicago Cardinals drafted him.
Sweet. Yeah, so you have a long run of family history with sports, man. That's awesome, man. It's a good blood and good gene to have.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome just growing up in a family, especially like my mom's side. There's 10 sisters, and so we have family reunions, get together, play sports once a year. So it's just fun to grow up in a competitive family environment, which has helped me today.
Sweet. Do you have any nicknames that you've ever gone by in football or anything like that?
I got a nickname from my cousin Henry and then 2 other teammates at Iowa. Like the only 3 people that ever call me. They call me Drama because as a freshman at Iowa, I looked like Drama from Fantasy Factory. Remember that TV show with Rob Dyrdek? Because I was just so skinny and lanky. So I mean, those 3 guys still call me Drama to this day. And it's only like 3 guys have ever called me it, but they're pretty they won't call me by my name. It's strictly Drama, which is pretty funny.
Do you have any kind of friendly competition with your cousin Henry? Because same position, different team, obviously, but same position. Are you guys doing any smack talk, or is it too early for that? Because
I mean, we had a really healthy competition in Iowa. We were together for 4 years. Same position, but we mended we worked really well together. It was nice because we knew what each other were going to do on every single play. There's no questions. We knew how each other worked. All the blocking, double team stuff like that. That was really easy just because we clicked really well. But competition wise now, a little bit here and there, not too much. We're just really want each other to succeed really well, and we get to practice the Broncos too, so I'll be able to talk some smack to him then. I probably will. I talk more smack than he does, personally, but I'm really looking forward to that. So I'll just be able to see him again.
Yeah, joint practices are always a good thing.
Yeah. I got just one thing, because one of our fans actually wrote in and asked a question, and he wanted to know. Toby, Tennessee, asked, "Are you going to dance when you score your first touchdown? If so, what would it be?"
My first celebration will be a Stone Cold Steve Austin's double fist.
Nice.
Nice.
I've thought about that.
That's awesome.
I couldn't do that in college. Gotta give it a shot here.
Yeah, you can do it now. You can do it in the NFL now.
Gonna give it a shot.
They actually just changed the celebration rules too, so it's gonna be good to go. Let's get into some silly questions. We're not gonna keep you too much longer. And again, we appreciate your time, ladies and gentlemen. This is George Kittle, 49ers tight end, rookie out here. He's gonna be shining, man. We're looking forward to seeing what you've got, man. We want you to enjoy this vacation, but let's get to some silly questions. I know you wanted to kick this one off. So why don't you go ahead and take this away, and then I'll follow up with the next one. This is gonna be a little bit looser, okay? So you get to have a little bit of fun here.
I love it. Hit me.
All right, so just want to ask some silly questions here. So who's your favorite superhero?
Superhero? Batman.
Batman. Okay.
After the most recent movie, I really like Wonder Woman now.
I haven't seen it.
Oh my goodness, it's incredible.
Yeah.
So good. Loved it. I might go see it again.
Wow, that good to go back and see it again.
I loved it. Especially what made it even better was we watched it. I don't know, like 5 or 6 of us rookies went to 5 movies over the 5 weeks we were there. And we always went to, there's a recliner movie theater, 10 minutes from the hotel. So that was awesome because I've never gone to be able to go to one of those. So that was incredible. So I'll be a big movie goer when I get out to San Francisco again.
That's awesome.
Nice. So you got a good place and a good flick on top of it. So you can't beat that, right?
Oh, love it. Every second.
All right. So how about this? What's your favorite Disney movie?
Finding Nemo. Was that Pixar?
No. Disney
That's
Pixar.
Yeah.
That's it.
That counts?
Yeah. Disney Pixar.
Yeah. Finding Nemo. Strictly because before every high school game, my junior and senior year when I was in Norman, Oklahoma, we'd have such a long gap. So I would watch the last 45 minutes of Finding Nemo on my phone. I had it downloaded just to relax and calm down because I was super high energy. I don't do it anymore. But I have like the last 45 minutes of Finding Nemo completely memorized. Like I could almost say it straight through.
Oh yeah,
it's ridiculous.
That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Oh man, that's great, man. I do have another one for you, and I don't know if you're gonna have this one. Everyone has a movie that they love, but they hate the ending of it. If you could change the ending to any movie, what would it be, and how would you change it?
I got two for you.
Okay.
Two for action. I absolutely. Do you guys like? I like trilogy movies, like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Matrix, stuff like that. Like, I love that stuff. So I hate the ending of the Matrix because Neo dies. Spoiler alert! If you haven't watched it, I hate that ending, and the chick dies. So that's I don't like that at all. Like I know it all comes together, but I hate it. And then I don't know if I would change it, just get rid of it, like the 45-minute ending to Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. Like with the boat scene. I don't know if you guys remember that. It's like 45 minutes extra. Yeah. It's terrible. I would just cut it as soon as like they get the Eagles save them from the volcano. That's always bothered me.
It's so funny you say that. It's like the ending of the Lord of the Rings is something that bothered me from the beginning. It's because like just the fact that the ring had to be destroyed. Like I don't know, man. It was like they do all this stuff protecting it. Like, why didn't they just fly there? If there was an eagle that was going to save them.
Yeah, come on. That's too easy.
They went through all this drama, man. I'm like, just call the eagle in the first place and go drop it in there. It's over.
They went from it was like a 3-year journey, and it could have been like a 3-day journey.
Yeah.
Like, oh my goodness.
The suspense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you there. Like, there's no movies if they do that, but
yeah,
just makes more sense.
Yeah. What's your favorite show that you're watching on Netflix now? Anything?
Let's see. On Netflix. You guys ever watch The Ranch with Ashton Kutcher?
I have not.
It's just a sitcom. It has like the same characters from that '70s show, kind of, which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
And they're just really on a ranch in like Colorado, and it's just it's a pretty silly sitcom. They're either on the ranch or at a bar. It's pretty. I enjoy it.
I have to check.
Either that or I just finished season 3 of Breaking Bad because I started in college and never finished it, so I'm just starting that up again. I'm really just waiting for Game of Thrones to start because I'm a huge Throne. Can't wait for that to be back.
Let me tell you, I have 2 daughters, and my wife and I, when we were pregnant with the last one, we were struggling to come up with names. All right. We had one name picked out, and that was Amira, but we didn't know what we wanted to do for, a first or middle name or whatever. We named her Aria Amira Khaleesi.
Love it. Love it. True fan.
Yep.
True fan.
People are like, you guys are insane for doing that. I'm like, we couldn't. I loved it. I had to stash Khaleesi down in there, so it's kind of embarrassing, I guess, maybe, but I had to throw it down in there. I loved it too much to not let it happen.
I love it. It's perfect.
All right, we're gonna let you go soon. I do want to know, what's your pregame preparation? I know you said you used to listen to the last 45 minutes of Finding Nemo to calm down. Are you like ramping up now, or are you still trying to relax before the game? Like, what do you do?
Like, how close game time are we talking here?
I'm gonna say 2 minutes before coming out the tunnel. Like, you guys are ready to take off.
Let's see. Well, so at Iowa, like, we don't really do it's pretty it's quiet and everyone's focused on their own stuff. You can listen to music, stuff like that. My thing was this is just totally random. I don't know why, but I throw up before every game, like guaranteed. I come in from warm-ups and like the 20 minutes we have before we go back out, I'm straight to the bathroom. I did it every game for the past 2 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah, totally wild. I don't know why. I just anxiety, just I don't know. Like, I'm not nervous, just a little anxious to start the game.
No. But that's common. That's common. And I asked that before, and then I asked Zach Franklin. I asked him that. And I said, "You throw up?" He was like, No, I'm okay. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't ask that anymore. But I thought it was pretty common also. So 50%, Nick. I'm at 50% there, bud.
Yeah, that's my thing. Instant. And then I'm pretty good and I relax. I enjoy a little quick banter with my teammates, and that's about it. I'm ready to go.
Nice.
Just one last thing. What do you think your emotions are going to be if you make that 53-man roster and the first time running out of that tunnel?
He's going to be.
Yeah, he's definitely going to make the team, but I don't,
Run out of the tunnel. I mean, run out of the first time I ran out of the field at Kinnick, I was redshirting. I had no impact on the game whatsoever, and I almost blacked out from excitement. So now that I hopefully will have an impact on the game, hopefully I don't black out and pass out. But it's just going to be exciting. I'm going to be really pumped. I mean, just not really fulfilling my dream, but it's just still on the road to completing that. That's really what I'm looking forward to, and I just can't wait because it's going to be incredible.
Yeah, and like John Lynch says, man, it's brick by brick, man, and and we definitely wish you the best over here. So we know 2 things about you at least now: to have a trash can nearby and the medics on standby.
It's a possibility. I think I'll be good.
All right. Yeah. So
one more unplanned question, really quick. I know you said your last name is hyphenated. Are you going to try to put the whole thing on the back, or are you just going to stick with just Kittle?
No chance. I'm sticking with Kittle.
All right.
No chance. Too much confusion because then it'll be like Krieger, Kittle.
Oh
yeah.
Trust me, man. I've had I don't know how people misspell and mispronounce Kittle. But
Yeah.
I've gotten Keitel. I've gotten people just randomly throwing S on it. Kittles. My high school put my jersey. It was Kittel. I was like, I don't.
Who is that?
Yeah.
It's not that hard. Come on, guys.
Gosh. Yeah.
So it's Krager.
Krager, yeah.
Like the tires, like Krager tire, like Krager rims.
Yeah. Krager.
Okay, sweet.
Krager Kittle.
Krager Kittle.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say that when I'm in the stands October 22nd against the Dallas Cowboys. I'm gonna make a sign for Krager.
I love it. My mom will see it and she'll come give you a high five probably.
You know what? We're gonna do it, Nick. We're gonna stretch it out across all the seats, man. I like that.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that.
All right, Nick, take us home, man. Again, thank you so much for joining us, George. We're gonna go ahead and sign out. Nick, take it away, man.
Yeah, once again, George, really appreciate it, man. Good luck to you on this upcoming 5 weeks, and above all else, stay faithful. We out.
Oh yeah. Thanks for having me on, guys. Had a great time.
Thank you, sir.